I'm genuinely blown away right now. Look at this. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone and welcome back to yet another Project Exodus / Hyperia construction update. That's right, today you join me not quite on the construction site. I'll be heading there very shortly, but I'm starting this video at the beautiful Abbey Lake, where you get the amazing view over to the Thorpe Park skyline. Take a look at that, guys. Oh yes, I thought whilst we've got a nice bit of blue sky, I'd head to this spot one last time before the Hyperia lift hill starts going up. Can we just take a minute though to appreciate how insane Hyperia already looks on the Thorpe Park skyline? For so many years I've been coming to this exact spot, standing here and looking out over that skyline right there and thinking, wow, what an amazing theme park. But now look at the size of Hyperia. Obviously, being able to go onto the construction site is such a blessing, and I'm honestly so honoured to do it. But I think with Hyperia, almost taking a step back is when you realise just how much of a monster it really is. And yeah, from across the lake, it's already towering up. And of course, the lift hill is due to go up this month, so it's only going to get even taller. As I've said, this element right here is 165 feet tall, and the tallest point of the ride is 236 feet. So we've got another 70 feet on top of this element here that this ride will be going. So the lift hill, if I was to make a prediction, I'd say it's going to be about that point there on the skyline, which if I zoom out is absolutely silly. It's so exciting. But yeah, we are now in February 2024. Of course, most of the coaster construction has been completed on site. At this point, all we are waiting for is for that dive loop to be completed, and then after that, the lift hill to start going up. So yeah, I'm going to head onto the island right now. I'm going to head into the construction site and show you all of that construction that's been taking place up close and personal. And yeah, the next time I probably return to this spot, hopefully the lift hill would have gone up. So yeah, this is our last look at this coaster pre-lift hill. So I've made my way onto the construction site now. I'm currently sat on the site office, a balcony about to change into my beautiful wellies. But yeah, as you guys know, this is one of the best spots on site to show you a nice overview of everything that's been going on. So let me show you that right now. Yeah, we'll start over on the left, where as you can see, we've had loads more progress in regards to the ride's gift shop and photo unit. The roof was going on in the last construction update that I shared. But yeah, since then we've had walls for the building put on, and yeah, it's really coming along very quickly and very nicely. And then yeah, if I pan over the entire site, look at that. As you can see, I literally need a wider lens nowadays. It's getting harder and harder to show you all of Hyperia in one shot. But yeah, this ride is flying up now, and as you can see, the coaster construction crew are currently working very hard, putting in some brand new supports for this support column, which is supporting the lift hill and mainly that first drop of the ride. I will head down to the end of the site to show you a closer up view of that very shortly. But yeah, over here at the station, again, we've had loads of work going on just on this kind of transfer track bit. Loads of kind of electrical work is going on there. And we've also had a big pit kind of dug just on the other side of that outer bank curve. I'm not too sure what the reason for this pit is. It might just be some kind of water or electrical works that they're doing. But yeah, we've got quite a big pit in there at the moment. I'm sure that'll be filled in very shortly, because that is, of course, where you're going to be queuing up for Hyperia once the ride opens. But yeah, the only other thing to show you guys through here, and I find this absolutely mind-blowing, is that this is of course where you come out of the station, just around the outer bank. And these concrete supports right here, as I've always said, are going to be the very bottom of the lift hill. Well, just down here is of course the bottom of the first drop. So guys, just think how steep Hyperia's lift hill is going to be, you're going to go from this point right here up 236 feet. Pretty much where the crane is, to be honest, but a lot taller. Like, think how steep you're gonna have to be for that. It's hard to comprehend. And yeah, it shouldn't be too long at all before we start getting the lift hill track going in. Like literally in the next few weeks, we should see the lift hill being constructed and ultimately completed. But yeah, I'm gonna make my way down onto the construction site now. As always, I'm gonna walk around the entire site. If I see anything interesting, I'll be sure to show you guys, but I'm definitely aiming to show you guys all of this coaster construction on this new support structure that's gone up over the past few days. Wow, so as you can see, they're literally having to lift these massive white supports for Hyperia over the top of Saw the Ride. I'm so excited to head down to that end of the site to see them putting up this big support structure. But yeah, before I head down there, I wanted to check out why they dug this kind of big pit. And I think the reason is, as you can see if I zoom in, this little pipe just down here. And yeah, it's stuff like this that's the kind of, I don't want to say it, but the boring side of coaster construction. The kind of things that us enthusiasts would never really think about when we're watching the coaster be constructed. Like, all we care about is the actual ride itself going up, but you've got to think about all of the infrastructure that has to go in to not only a brand new roller coaster, but an entire new area. Obviously, there's got to be electrical work, like water work, plumbing, all of that kind of infrastructure that makes the land work. And yeah, to me, it seems like this little pit's been dug so that they can lay some kind of piping. I'm not too sure what it's for, whether if that's a water pipe or an electric pipe. I'm sure someone that's watching this video would be more knowledgeable on this than I am. But yeah, it's really cool being in this area. Obviously seeing all of the paneling that's gone onto the station is starting to really come together now. And yeah, as I've said many times, they've actually got this kind of mesh at the bottom of the station to allow for any flood water. If the area is to ever flood, then they've kind of designed the station with that in mind so that the water can flow underneath the station. It won't affect any of the ride's hardware or kind of computers or servers or any of that. So yeah, that's the reason we've got this nice little gold mesh at the bottom of the station. But yeah, as you can see, there's lots of work going over here. So it's clearly a busy area on site at the moment. But yeah, right now I'm going to make my way down around the lake so that I can take a look at all of this support structure work that's currently taking place. There's literally a massive white support in the air right now. It really is so cool to start seeing the landscaping taking place here on the Hyperia site. And although at the moment, these literally might just look like spindly little twigs, you know, in a few months, in a few years, they will grow into beautiful trees and this area will look incredible. Obviously at the moment, it is just a construction site. So it is just a massive mud field basically. But yeah, my plan with this coaster construction, I just headed straight down the middle of the site and I was right underneath where they're putting it all up. It looked amazing. But I thought, as cool as it looks to me in person, through a camera lens, all it looks like is just a mess of supports and track and you can't really comprehend what is going on. So I thought I'd try and get as far away from the actual construction as possible so that hopefully I can explain what you're actually looking at and you can tell the kind of direction they're going with this construction. So let me pick the camera up. This massive support structure that they're currently working on just here is arguably the most exciting support structure for this entire roller coaster, because this is what's going to be supporting A, the first drop of the ride, and B, the tallest point of the ride. Because you got to think, this bit of white track just in here that you can see end there, that is the piece of track that's going to continue up 236 feet into the air, like literally past where my finger is. And from that point, the top of the lift hill, obviously it's going to go down and it's going to connect to these supports right here, which are kind of already set to go because they're half supporting the dive loop and they're half going to be supporting the lift hill. So yeah, you're going to go from that very tall point down all the way to that little concrete support column that I showed you earlier on, that you can just about make out where my finger is there. So yeah, it really is cool to see, and I'll go around and get some more shots of this support structure from that side of the site. But yeah, I thought I'd try and get as far away as possible so that you can comprehend just how much taller this support structure is going to be. As I've said many times, this element right here is 165 feet, and the tallest point for this support structure is going to be 236 feet. It's literally going to be above like this tree level. All they have to do now is connect this dive stool loop to this golden bit of track. Where is it? I've got to find it now. There it is. That bit of gold track there will be connected to that white bit of track. And then after that, it's just a matter of bringing this first drop all the way to the tallest point, and obviously the lift hill down towards the station. So the coaster is very nearing completion. And that's why they've done things like started landscaping. And obviously this lake has massively been expanded since the last time I was here. There's literally just a thin little road now that connects the site together. Once this ride is open, this road won't exist. The lake will be able to flow freely, obviously right down into the main St. Anne's Lake and Abbey Lake over there. And yeah, it's all slowly but surely coming together. I don't want it to end, guys. I've had so much fun documenting this, but yeah, there's still so much to go. We've obviously got the most exciting part of construction, the lift hill, and then after that, I'm still going to be filming regular updates for all of the kind of installs, like the electrical stuff, all of the station fitting. They're going to be doing the plaza. I'm hoping I get the opportunity to climb up the lift hill at some point during this construction phase. That will be amazing, just to show you guys the views from the top of there. Fingers crossed I'll be able to make that happen. And then yeah, we'll obviously be able to ride this thing hopefully not too long away. So I'm hoping I've caught this at a really good time, because they're currently lifting what is a massive support into place. So I'm hoping I can just hang around in this area and hopefully film them just putting this support into place and show you guys the process. I might have to move around on the saw a little bit to get a slightly better view for you guys. So yeah, I presume that this big white support that of course they're currently working on is going to connect to this one, this slightly thinner white support that is currently being held up by one of the cranes. So yeah, we've got a double crane operation today, and yeah, there it goes. It's going up nice and quick now. And of course these two men in the cherry picker here, I imagine are going to kind of make sure that it fits perfectly into place. And then once everyone's happy, they'll of course then start screwing it into place and starting to secure it. But of course, first of all, comes the question of if it fits properly, because they of course they have to get the perfect angle for all of these supports, and sometimes they go up and down many times so that they can slightly adjust the angle or the placement of it. Essentially, roller coasters are just giant puzzles, basically. It just takes a lot of time and patience and hard work and skill for these workers to basically fit all of the pieces together. So yeah, there it is in place now. So yeah, these workers are going to secure it to this golden beam right here. It will then go up, and one of these connectors will go onto this thinner one. So I know I normally end these construction updates on the construction site itself, and literally at the start of this video I said that I won't return to this spot again until that lift hill is up. But oh my god, I was just driving home, guys, and I could not resist stopping for this. I'm genuinely blown away right now. Look at this. I'll tell you what, not very often am I blown away, but wow, like genuinely. I talk about these moments in these videos where I stand here and just think, what life am I living, where this is my job, to document this roller coaster, and this is certainly one of them. Just looking out over this incredible place with one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen. Genuinely lost for words right now. And yeah, I thought this would be the perfect place to end today's video. So be sure to leave a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this Hyperia update. Be sure to subscribe for even more updates. And I'll see you next time. My name is TheJackSilkstone. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Let me show you the view for a few more seconds. Wow.